Hello friends, this is Achal here. I am going to teach you GSEB 11th Standard Economics. Chapter number 3 Demand we are going to start. Now you must have heard about demand, right? In common terms, demand means whatever we want. But actually from economics point of view, demand is different. We need to satisfy certain factors to call it a demand, right? Like I will read the meaning for you over here. Demand is the quantity of a commodity which a buyer desires, is able and willing to buy at a given price at a given point of time. This is the definition which is given in 11th standard GSEB economics textbook. So we are referring that only. So here you could see that there are certain things like here there is term desire. For a particular thing to become a demand, there must be desire, means you should want that thing, right? Second thing is able, means you should have the ability to buy that product, means there should be the purchasing power with you. You must have that much money to term it as a demand. Third, willingness means you must be ready to spend that much amount of money, then it can be called as demand. Otherwise it would be like window shopping. You are going through the shops, you have the desire, you have the capacity also, but right now you are not willing to pay for that product, so willingness also should be there. What is next? Given price. Always the price is mentioned. You cannot uh, term something as a demand when the price is not mentioned, so the price should also be there. So demand is always at particular price. Next, point of time. Demand is always for particular point of time, at a given point of time. Like suppose you are postponing your want, then it is not a demand. So your demand should be in the present time period, so it is always for a given point of time. And another thing most important, that is quantity of a commodity. Demand is always mentioned in some quantity. Suppose if it is a liquid thing, then demand is mentioned in liters. If it is a solid thing, then it can be in kg. If it is cloth, it can be in meters. So demand is always mentioned in certain quantity, right? So demand is the quantity of a commodity which a buyer desires, able and willing to buy at a given price at a given point of time. So these five factors, that is desire, willingness, ability, price and time, they are important to term it as a demand. Otherwise it is not a demand. Like someone wants to buy a helicopter, so it is just his desire. It might be possible that he is not able, because he is not having that much amount of money that he can buy a helicopter, right? So his ability is not there, so it is not called a demand. Willingness, I already explained you, right? What is willingness? He must be willing, he must be ready to spend that much amount, and it is always for particular price. And the time is also mentioned, that is it is always related to the current time period, right? If someone is postponing the demand, his want, I mean to say, then it is not